Sorry, boys, what's good? Oh, shit. I just woke up. My voice scared me. Alright, anyways. But yeah, before I start talking about the game, there's a little contest going on in the content creator community for this game. And basically, whichever YouTuber gets the most views on any single video on this game will get a bunch of tester spots to give away. So if you want some tester spots, make sure you share this video with your friends, like it, and then join my Discord link in the description for some tester spots. Basically, what we're talking about today is Setro's new game, right? So Setro's new game is called Ninja. If you don't know what this is, I'll give a brief little backstory. Basically, it is a Hell's Paradise parry-based combat game, right? Think of it similar to like OG Deep Woken or Demon Hunter, you know, stuff like that. I'd actually say the combat is more similar to Demon Hunter, to be honest. Of course, I haven't played the game because they only gave 2 content creators access for some reason, and I guess the rest of us just have to leech off of Balboa's footage. Thanks, appreciate it, Yang. Yeah, really like that. But yeah, basically this game is going to be hardcore. The progression is very difficult, like very difficult, but it's also very similar to the Demon Hunter quests, where you have like a escort a little person thing, and I'm pretty sure there's only 2 factions, which is Ninja and Executioner or something like that. Enforcer, I don't know exactly what it's called, but there's 2 factions. Now, this is why I really say that it has a lot of similarities with Demon Hunter. Not only are the quests very similar for like the ninja, where basically pretend like ninja is Slayer, right? And as a ninja, you kind of have to like attack the enforcers or escort a civilian or something like that, and then you'll probably get jumped by an enforcer player trying to kill you. And if you kill them, then you get more XP, right? You know, same as Demon Hunter. Not only does the combat look really good, and all the models and the effects, fire. I'm sure they'll touch it up a little bit more before the game releases, but for now it does look pretty finished. Now the reason I say that this game is already kind of better than Type Soul is because low-key, it's already got better movement. Like, let's just be honest, the movement is just already way better. For example, you can climb and scale walls, like vertically scale walls. On top of that, you can fly, or I guess glide. You can like glide down, which is also sick, so you can just glide off of mountains. The combat looks really sick, it looks really fluid, and honestly I think it could probably compete with Type Soul already. Now there's not only just PvP mechanics, right? There's a lot of really good movement mechanics that I want to dive into because they're really cool, right? First of all, I mentioned just now the gliding and stuff like that. So of course you can kind of glide down. I don't know if it's a skill that you unlock or something, but you can, and you just kind of float down like you're a flying squirrel or something. And on top of that, we got tree jumping. And tree jumping, think of like a Naruto game, because I mean you are a ninja, so I mean it makes sense, right? On top of that, you got like a really cool dash where you can go airborne, and I'm pretty sure it's a directional dash. You can kind of choose where you're going when you're in the air. Not only that, we also have some stealth missions, is what it seems, because I don't know exactly why, but there was a sneak of basically a guy sneaking around a wall. Kind of like, think of like the GTA sneak, where you're like hugging the wall and shit. It's basically that. In my opinion, that kind of hints towards basically just a stealth mission and stuff like that. But so far the movement seems on point, especially for a ninja. I'd want to be really fast and stealthy. But not only that, we also have weapon classes, right? So we've got katana, there's gauntlets, and I'm pretty sure there's some other things that we haven't seen yet, but we'll just have to wait for that. I think there's also a great sword, but I could be wrong. On top of that, there's a metal arm attachment. I don't know exactly what it's for, or if it'll like boost your something or give you an extra move, but there's like a, I guess, cybernetic arm. And lastly, we got to talk about the ninpo. Now ninpo is basically just magic, right? It's basically the same thing as magic. You've got fire, lightning, wind, poison, and then you combine your ninpo with whatever weapon style you're using and you get your build. Now I think there's a point system or like a training system to level up and stuff like that, but we'll have to look into the game or play the game to actually find out how the progression really works. I'm not just going to judge it off of Balboa's video because I don't want to judge progression off of somebody else's progression. That just doesn't make any sense. Now last thing I wanted to mention is I heard that there was a Surge/Awakening form. To activate it, you have to be parrying attacks or doing damage constantly without getting hit a lot, and then you'll fill up your meter and you can pop it. For example, if you guys remember in Hell's Paradise anime, there was this scene where Gabimaru kind of like set himself on fire and he was like burning and he got like a huge power boost. It's basically that. That is Surge. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a different effect for every element. So depending on what element you are, you might have to play a bit differently or pick your weapon differently. Oh yeah, the last weapon is a bow staff. I forgot about that. Bow staff is the last one. Now I don't exactly know if the game will be as popular as Type Soul simply because, well, you know, that game's just been around longer. But this game probably won't come out to the public until after Hell, which would be probably the smartest marketing strategy in my opinion. If you're releasing before Hell, then the game's just gonna get cooked after Hell comes out, and then maybe they'll come back. But I just think it's better to wait until after everybody. Now the mechanics in this game are actually insane. Not only is there like a bunch of parrying and dodging and a bunch of skills that you can use, it also seems like there's some really diverse builds. This is a game that I'm really hyped up for because simply I do like Hell's Paradise a lot. It is a fire anime, and this is like literally the only Hell's Paradise game on Roblox ever. So for being the first one, and for also having really good combat, really good visuals, and being developed by a lot of good developers, I think it's going to be pretty fire. Now, since I can't actually play the game right now, there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I do just want to say that I already think the combat is better. The PvE and the missions and stuff, I'm just gonna, you know, base it off of Demon Hunter, since I've already played Demon Hunter and it looks pretty much the same. I think the PvE is fine. I don't have a problem with it. It might get boring as long as you're not like fighting actual people, but I'm sure once you're higher level, you're only going to be fighting. Now, if you don't want to wait for the game to come out and you want to play CC, then you can buy it right now, but be warned, it's a lot of money. And personally, I would never buy it because it's $100. Yeah, $100 is a lot of money for CC, bro. So you can either wait for a wave event, wait for me to do some tester giveaways or something like that, and that's how you get in. But honestly, $100 is kind of OD, bro. I get that they want the CC before the release to be really small, but that's kind of crazy. Now, I don't know exactly when CC will start, but it is going to be soon. Apparently, according to Setro himself, basically what he said is that right now, nobody has access to the game, and they're just preparing the roles and channel switch as we get closer to CC. It does seem like they're getting really, really close to CC. I don't know exactly when it is, but if you're gonna buy CC, or if you're even considering that, which personally I would never, then either way, I think you should wait, right? Just wait until at least the CC starts. And when it does, I'll make a bunch of videos on this game because I already love it. I'm kind of sold on any game with good parry-based combat and a good premise and like good missions, progression, stuff like that. As long as you got parry-based combat, good combat at least, and some good progression, I'm already sold, bro. That's all I need. Let me know what you think about this game in the description. I want to make a bunch more videos on it because this game looks fire. Low-key, they should slide me tester already type shit. Overall, I think the game has a bunch of potential. Yeah, that's about it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.